Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. We are playing in the Bestiary League with a Spectral Shield Throw and Juggernaut. And we find ourselves in the prison in Act 6. So of course we have a trial to complete. And after that we have a Shavronne to slay. But first things first, let's look for that trial. So last episode we got Hellion to level 5 and indeed that means Hideout Upgrades. So I now have 4 masters in there. So I decided to, in addition to Hellion and Haku, who I always level first, to add a Vorici to it so I can level up my socket crafting skills there. And as a last master I went with Tora because, well, she can upgrade belts, which seems slightly more useful than Katarina, which is more of a caster thing. And Vegan, which is more of a weapon thing, and I don't really care much about weapons with this build. To me, the choice of masters always depends on the build that I play first in the league. Eventually, now I'm gonna get a master to 7, or specifically I'm gonna get Hellion to 7, and then I can get all the masters in the hideout. Until then though, this is, you're limited to first 2 and then 4. So Testudo is now complete. The small shield node down here, should actually say down here. Skipping it, same for the one that will get there, I'm gonna skip that as well. It's just not efficient to spend points in it. It's more efficient to just use those 2 points and grab armor and evasion and cloth and chain here. Because it's gonna push the armor on all of your items and not just your shield. So for the foreseeable future we're gonna make a tour through the duelist area. And we start off by increasing our life. Ooh, hello Strongbox. Did I spot a lore thing? Yeah, we're next to the trial. That's nice. Let's see, we get 4 additional magic items, a rogue exile, ignites me and summons skeletons, so fun times. Just pop off a little bit off to the side. And then we murder things. I have no idea what the rogue exile was. I think they just got killed in the crossfire. Which means it wasn't a really strong exile to begin with. I'll probably talk differently about exiles once I get to precinct map and things like that. Okay. Okay. This one has a running pattern. Exactly. And this one is alternating again. Okay, that's the door. And of course I get hit. Because why wouldn't I get hit? On the way out though you can just follow the spikes and then that gets skewered here. Ah, didn't charge quite far enough. That often happens. Another room. Fun times. Okay, now I did charge far enough. And that is the first of 3 for the Cruel Labyrinth. Even though Cruel difficulty no longer exists, it's still called Cruel. Difficulty levels don't even exist anymore. They are all a relic from the past. No, I don't think anyone is really missing the old difficulty levels. No having to replay the same 4 acts 3 times in a row. I don't think anyone really misses that. Okay, now the climb in the towers begins. So the question of course is once again going to be how many beasties live in a prison? Somehow I doubt it's going to be a great amount, but we'll see. Okay, that's the one we came through, not the one we have to go to, unfortunately. Fun thing is, in your master missions you can of course spawn beasties. So actually the Torah mission, the daily I just did, I actually had beasts spawn in the dungeon that he wanted me to exterminate all the mobs. All the times I've been sent to one of those before, all the monsters were corrupted, so I couldn't capture them. This time all of them were capturable. Didn't capture all of them, but I did capture quite a number of them, and no, capturing still counts the same as a kill.
Come to me, Exile. Let us speak of death.
Even though you often won't get kill status confirmation until, well, Einar actually appears and grabs the monster. Okay, missions like these or areas like these with multiple areas with teleporters in between are very difficult for master missions that send you away to fetch something. Since chances are, oh, you're gonna get pointed back. This case though, I guess I was lucky. So, kill corrupted monsters. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then bring it back. Well, because it is so close to where we got, well, where we started, I might as well and get some reputation with Katarina, especially since he's not in my hideout. So, gotta make it count. And now she is level 3 as well. Wonderful. Yeah, still no beasties. And of course the question is this the final one? In that case all I have to do is just run around. No, it's not, because there's no ladder to the center. So there's gonna be another staircase. Oh, this is convenient. One ghost, one rare. Together they produce more loot. And I think I just sent myself on a detour. There's nothing here. Well played, dungeon generator. Well played. Well, of course, the ghost possessed boss. That was the or the ghost possessed rare. That was the reward. I should just look at it better. There was a reward. I just didn't see it at first. Oh, positive thinking and all that. Now you can, if you try hard enough, you can always see something positive in everything. And if not, you're probably not trying hard enough. I think this would actually be a nice area to have some rats or some other beasties that you would expect in a dungeon. No rats, maybe some spiders. But alas, we'll just have to make do.
On my life and my work, I shall not suffer this humiliation again!
Hello. Hey. Okay. If I just keep slamming, shield charging into you, I keep my damage resistance up. And then should be pretty good. Oh wait, distracted. You exist as well. I thought you were gonna possess him, but I have to do some damage to you first. Alright, alright. Yep. Cool. Okay, I hope you're not gonna slam away now. Because that would just make it more difficult to kill you. Thank you for your cooperation.
This world is dull and ugly. An imperfect feast of sights, feelings, and smells that repulse and depress. Yet amongst this deformity I have found my sublime calling. This world may be abominable, but to an extent I can be its savior. I have been gifted with a special sight. Before me lies a blueprint of perfection, a kind of hidden beauty within skin, muscles, tendons, and organs. With a tempered hand and a sharpened blade, I will refashion, reshape, and rebirth this world. My obligation is immense, something that will, in all likelihood, consume my life. I cannot rest. My calling energizes me. Such is an artist's curse and compulsion.
Well, Shavronne was energized, alright. Crackling with lightning and everything. So, soul absorbed, ready for use in Act 9. Overflowing a little bit with some items. So, let's empty the pockets. And have a chat with Tarkly. But that was a surprisingly easy fight. I had expected more resistance, but I'm not complaining. Let's just grab that one. Bit of armor, really rubbish life roll, so meh.
Welcome.
It's already chromatically linked, so thank you for the free chrome, mister. Okay, and then we go back downstairs. 12 minutes, that is nice and fast. So we came from there, we go down here to the Warden's Chambers. And then out to Prisoner's Gate, Part 2. So we have the waypoint. Next up, Aberoth. A goat. I wonder if we can capture Aberoth. Probably not, since he's a goat god. Ooh. Stompers. I don't have a stomper yet. Now I do.
You will be a survivor.
Oh, enslaved Hellions. Okay, trap you. Wonderful.
This one is captured.
Hey. And there is something yellow down there. Okay, we capture. Yep. Oh, just one or two really cautious Spectral Shield Throws. It nearly dies. Then you know, well, take a little step back and just capture the thing before you accidentally murderize it. Okay. Let's go find ourselves a goat god. Oh, hello. A shaman. Trap you. Murder you. I might as well trap some more.
This one is captured.
Like that. Cool. And look, a door with lots of blood. Valley of the Fire Drinker. Are you a beast? You're not a beast. Okay. So that was understandable. But still something I would have wanted to figure out. Okay, so small tactical mistake. I did not check if the add-on goats were capturable, but I doubt it since they were uniques. And these are just regular goatmen, they're not even beasts, so either they're an oversight or they are intentionally not something you're supposed to capture. Okay, blue. Yeah, see, Eyebrows Elite, they are just regular uniques and they are not beasties. This goat is dead, however. So, one god checked off of the list. Quenched. So, we now could choose to produce fire damage taken while moving and reduce the effect of burning ground. Now, you know what, I'm gonna stick with my physical damage reduction. And onwards we go. Next up, hot date with a queen. Bit of a venomous lady. Also, why was that boss not dying as it should? Okay. It died. I couldn't capture it. Well, boss was a rare, but still.
What are you doing? God drag you to damnation if you're gonna stand by and let this happen to me, to us. Because believe me, the Brian King has far greater appetites than one nothing of a girl from Oriath. It doesn't matter what he'll do to me now. It's what he'll do to Wraeclast. Yet there's hope. There's always hope. If only you can reach Merveil's cave. If only...
I don't think I've actually encountered her here before. Wonder if it's just an oversight on my part or whether it is new. Or it's just my memory failing me. That's also very possible. Well, this game is also getting larger and it is becoming easier and easier to just forget about certain details. Okay. Aspect of the Hellion. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Your energy shield was incredibly large, your health pool was not. Good thing I realized in time and actually managed to get a net out. Well, it's kind of funny, the portals of Einhar disappearing is a very nice visual reminder of that the game doesn't really do anything with content that's too far away from you, including unloading some content. Now it's just gonna get snapshotted in memory in the last state that it was in, and then purge whenever you leave the level, I suppose, or when the instance fades. And that's kind of it. So if you move around too fast, then there's going to be some old instances. Okay, red mob, let's not mess that one up. Hey, a monkey. Let's shoot some add-ons. Dang, this is a tough bugger. Okay, throw the trap. Okay, no. Too many distractions and I lost sight of it. No, don't bleed on me. Don't bleed to death on me. You silly monkey. Okay, trap you, murder you. Gotcha.
The first ones look upon this capture with pride, Exile. You hunt well.
Okay, a box. What's in the box? Identified items are in the box. Also, it ignites me, but that's all right. We have potions for that. And another box. Rogue Exile. Cool. Vicus Giant Bone. And another 6 socket items. You know what? Let's just quickly portal up and down to town. To make some space for that. always a feeling like, no, I'm getting pretty far into the game whenever the 6-rocketed items regularly start dropping. That to me, that's one of those things that really goes together with the end game. Okay, we have new beasties here, so let's actually capture them. Did I pick up something? Yeah, well, oh wait, that was a chromatic, that's alright. Okay. Not much going on there. The spider lair has been sealed off, so we can't go in there. I thought there were some... was that in the Western Forest or was that in one of the next areas? There's a group of beast uniques. Yeah. Brooding tarantulas. Okay, there is one waypoint. And then Riverlands. I think this area is mostly just a means to an end, so it was there, so you move through it, there's no real quest objectives. But once you realize that, then of course you can stop caring too much about the area. Host Chieftain, ah yes, parasites. Hey, I already got a parasite.
You have been captured, beast. You will be a survivor, or you will be food. You have been captured, beast. You will be a survivor.
Elrion, buddy. What do you want? See, these are corruptible mobs. They're not beasts. At least not beasts in the bestiary cares about them kind of way. What is my listed damage here? 5,500. Increased attack speed, of course, helps a lot. Wait, that is not from the aura. That's just the elemental damage aura, so I'm not benefiting. Wait, what? Cool. So this is just Blood Rage and Frenzy Charges doing their thing. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. And then, look, a waypoint. And then we sidestep it and then head out to the Bug Queen. Parasites, I don't have a parasite yet, so now I do.
You are captured.
These are just regular roas, fetid moths, also beasties. Ooh, massive roas.
This one is captured. I now will take it.
Oh, I spotted something yellow. Okay, Einar's doing his thing. So what kind of beastie are you? A rare parasite. Sure, why not? Gotcha. Ravenous parasite even.
Survivor, you are well prepared for the end. This is a fine capture.
Also, I'm actually down to 8 traps. I realize I've been capturing a lot of things, but man, that's been going quickly. Yeah, it's these. around 30ish again. Seems like a good number. Okay, another, just a rare. I was too slow in throwing my net, I realize. That's too bad. So, entering this with negative 30 chaos res, this could sting a little. Okay, let's see if we can at least stay out of those poison puddles. And compensate for the lack of resistance simply with more leech. Also, none of these things that spawn here are beasties, even though they are very beast-like. Don't think the design goal here is to stand still and capture things. It's just to immerse yourself in the boss fight. And there are spawned things that are infinitely spawnable, so I guess it would be abusable or something. And there we have Ryslatha, Mistress of Puppets, who's a god, so can't capture her, even though she kind of looks like one of those bug queens. Okay, just trying to keep Fortify slamming into her. There we are. And there we are. One Ryslatha taken out.
Release this land to the will of its true children.
Hello, Sin. Life flasks. Gain 3 charges every second, or 3 seconds if you haven't used a life flask recently. I really do like it, but in this case I think we already have regen, we have leech. We're not really using flasks. So going with the Soul of Tukahama seems like the better choice here. Might as well run around here for a little bit more. See if there's anything else in this area. Mahogany Tower Shield, is that the next one? No, this is a lower tier. The girded one is what I'm looking for, so... yeah, and it's not lower, so I can ignore it. Oh, hello there. Orange Roa. Let's capture you. And add you to the collection. Alright. Get rid of that one. Grab one for the chromatics. And we keep searching. Is there anything happening with the... yeah, see, there's people there. Are they friendly? They're Ryslatha's devoted. Hey. Never realized that there are actually people in Oak's camp. Also, infested more? Are you? I hadn't captured one of you yet. It pays off to do a little bit more exploration of these areas to ensure you've captured all the beasties. Oh, vicious parasites. I was too slow to realize that it was actually different from the other parasites, because no, there some are vicious, some are ravenous. Okay, looks like that was too bad. Here, parasite, parasite, parasite. Where are you? Ah, they're the ones that infest enemies. With all these beasties around here, it's gonna be difficult to actually get the right one. Okay, let's first focus on the yellow here. Okay, that's done.
Captured, beast. You will be a survivor.
And next up we need some infested roas. Look, roa, not infested. Actually, I can capture you.
You are captured. Stupid beast.
And no, just hunting after all these beasties, there's something oddly compelling about it. It really has that Pokemon feel to it. Or Monster Hunter, or whatever game you want to compare it with. Okay, these are parasites, but not the parasites we're looking for. Jump cutters. Now, that's also nice. Extra Val Gem. And a vicious parasite. Oh, wow. It's like Christmas Day.
You are captured. Stupid beast.
Cool. Val Molten Shell. And cosmic damage taken once again levels up. It goes nice and quickly here. Both go up to 52, so that is alright. So I'm fairly confident I've got most of the beasties in here that I could be capturing. And we have the waypoint on the opposite side, so this is going to be a very nice point to head back to town, have a chat with the folks in town. Since I think they have some skill points for me. When I say skill points, I do mean the plural version of that word. Because that is 2 points for 2 gods. So, how are we in terms of resists? We're not capped out yet. So, I'm actually gonna grab Cloth and Chain over here. Even though it's technically wasn't part of the theory craft to grab it just yet, it was more of an endgame optimization thing, but well, if we can use the resists, then you might as well grab it and benefit from it now. And the small bonus to armor innovation is not bad either. But for now, I'm gonna thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you again next episode when we go after the Brine King. Bye bye.